Welcome back to the channel, guys. Have you ever put an aftermarket exhaust on your bike, but you held off on getting a tune for it? Might be a couple reasons why. One, and most obvious, is going to be the price. You just didn't want to spend the extra money on getting a tune. And second is you might not think that it's worth it. Even if you do spend the money, is there really anything to gain from getting that tune? So today we're going to answer that question using my Tuareg 660. So a few things that we're going to be looking at here is the drivability. So overall, how does the bike feel? Does the throttle response change? Are there any dips in power anywhere? Just overall drivability, how does it feel? Secondly is going to be fuel economy. Is there any difference in fuel economy? Does it go up? Does it go down? Does it stay the same? In your average riding scenario, obviously. And then we're going to see, does it make an actual increase in power? So we'll do a couple of maybe 20 to 70 runs here in second and third gear, and then maybe like a highway pass pull from like 55 to 70 in sixth gear, and see if there's any time difference in that. So yeah, first we need to get our baseline stats here. So we're going to go for a quick ride, get those baseline stats to work with, and then we'll come back, install the Gabro Upmap tune for the Tuareg 660 here, and then we'll take another ride, compare what we had over our baseline stats here, and yeah, make some final thoughts and conclusions. So yeah, let's go for that initial ride. Okay, so slight technical difficulties here. The mic that I was using went kaput, bad wire on it. I did have it replaced for the next clip that you'll see later in the video, but yeah, I just wanted to include these even though there's no audio for the 20 to 70 runs here, and then also the 30 to 70 run coming up here as well. This is the third gear pull. And then next we have the highway pull 55 to 70. So yeah, you'll be able to see what these numbers are and times later on in the video. So here's a quick shot of what the Gabro Upmap tuning module looks like. I just want to give a shout out to CBC Motorsports. That's where I got the Upmap from, and it was almost $100 cheaper than it was from AF1. So if you have a Tuareg and you're looking for the Upmap and you want to save some money, check out CBC. Okay, so we've got all of our baseline stats from our ride here. So now what we're going to do is install the Gabro map here, go through that whole process, and then we'll take it for another ride and see how it did. Alright, procedure completed successfully. Awesome.
Alright, so we've got our tune installed here. So yeah, just going back out here and redoing the runs from earlier to see if anything changed. I am running knobbies on this bike, so if you are another Tuareg owner and you think the times seem a little bit slow, then that's because you might be running the street tires, and it's always going to be faster on the street tires over the knobbies.
All right, so we're back in the garage here. We have done our test runs, and I've also done some longer rides just to get a better feel for how the tune feels on a day-to-day basis and to get some better averages for fuel economy and things like that. So I did do a couple different acceleration runs. The first one that I did was right after I put the tune in or installed it or whatever, and that was with a full tank of fuel. So compared to the stock run, that had less than a gallon of fuel in it, this had an extra 24 pounds of fuel. So those numbers take with a grain of salt. I did do a second run on low fuel with the tune and got that. And as I was kind of going through my clips to put in this video, I deleted it. So the clip that you're going to see with the acceleration is going to be the clip with the full tank of fuel. So quick disclaimer on that. At some point, I'll film it again with the low fuel, and I'll just upload it as a YouTube short or something so you can see that. But let's get into it. So a couple different things that we're looking at here is drivability. fuel economy, and then some acceleration runs here. On the stock map, a couple of things that I've noticed with the drivability is one, it just seemed like there was a little bit of a lack of oomph in the lower RPMs and a slight lag in throttle response. So even if you had it in the what is it, the AEM1 setting, which is like your most aggressive map, it still felt like there was just some sort of lag in it in the throttle response at some of the RPM ranges. So how did that change with the install of the Gabro map? A few things here is I definitely felt like the torque is much more present, especially in those lower RPMs. For sure, a smoother throttle input. So if you notice any like kind of jerkiness in the throttle under application, it just seems like the fueling is a lot smoother. So yeah, throttle application is a lot more linear in power that way. So yeah, less jerky, and then overall just more power on top, and then throughout the whole RPM range, there's just a little bit more pickup, kind of no matter where you're sitting. Give it some gas, you can feel the difference for sure. But the main thing I think is just how much smoother the throttle feels to me. So fuel economy, stock map, I was getting about 50 to 53 miles per gallon. There's some rides where I'd get like 55 miles to the gallon if I wasn't getting on it at all and just totally cruising. And then there's other rides where I'd be sitting at like 47, 46 miles per gallon because I was getting on it a little bit more. So with the Gabro map, right now I've only put maybe 100, 150 miles on it right now. So, not a super long-term test on it, but I'm getting between 49 and 52, which is, I think, to be expected. With the upgraded fueling and everything, dumping a little bit more fuel in the bike. So, but pretty comparable to what I was getting factory. So no issues there. All right, and so now for the acceleration runs. Stock 20 to 70 from second gear was 4.8 seconds. With the Gabro map, 4.8 seconds as well. Keep in mind, like I said, that was with an extra 24 pounds of fuel in it. And I'll get you the other numbers here in a second with the lower fuel in the tank. 30 to 70 in third gear was 4.5 seconds, Gabro 4.6, and then 55 to 70 in sixth gear was 3.3, and then 3.4 for Gabro. So with the low fuel runs though, with less weight in there, the Gabro was a 4.6 second 20 to 70, 4.3 from the 30 to 70 in third gear, and then 3.2 on the 55 to 70 in sixth gear. So a little bit better. And like for like, when there's the same amount of fuel in the bike, weight and everything. Overall, looking back to the questions that we asked earlier in the video, is a tune worth it? Is it worth your money to put it into your bike? I would say yes. For me, the biggest change was, like I said, I think the throttle response is just much more linear, and the fueling just feels a lot more smoother under power application there. And yes, there's a little bit bump in power as well, but really I think you're looking at, just overall engine performance and just having the fueling optimized for whatever exhaust or, intake performance setup you have on your bike. It just optimizes everything and just makes everything run that little bit smoother. So yeah, in my book, I think it's worth it. You still may not want to do it or just don't see the value in it. That's fine. But yeah, for me and my bike, I thought it was worth it. So anyways, with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. This is all I got for you today. So if you did enjoy it, please like, comment, and subscribe as well. So with that being said, thank you and goodbye.